And then if it's going to be a bad connection, usually within a minute it switches right over to bad or marginal.
What's that quality?
Good. And that, so then it would normally just go, the last 2 times it's just gone right into bad. But yesterday,
Is that usually setting up there though?
and yesterday and it's usually a full house, but even yesterday when nobody was here, it did it until I switched the setting. It told me to switch, which it was. And by now it would have already gone bad because it was pretty instant, wasn't it?
See, no, I didn't know that we were opening up another network, so that was good to know.
Yeah. See, now it's saying my phone is marginal. So that's interesting. But it's still saying the quality's good.
Yeah, I might just set it up a little higher maybe. I don't know. I don't think that would matter.
Normally, like we do it right here, do you think we should move it closer to the box?
I mean, I don't. We can check the signal back here with my meter and see. It was getting a really good one.
Well, and really and truly, as long as this says good, I'm happy with that.
That's still working?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, ever since I changed that setting,
What did you do, take Sawyer Kate home?
Yeah.
and I asked him for a ride.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
And then when I put it right here, it says good. So that's what happened on the iPad yesterday. So I'm wondering if it's something up here. Do you know what it?
We can check for something interference, but there's the extender's over here. But when I looked earlier, this system you got is on totally different channel. So
Here's the deal. We can put the phones right here, no problem. This is usually where we do it during the sermon anyways, and I don't have a problem if it doesn't need to be right here, because there's a lot of stuff up there. Does that make a
There's a lot of
difference?
wires and stuff up in there.
We don't know
could, usually it's like a microwave or so some fridges will. I don't know if that puts off
wow.
anything, but it's usually like something.
A refrigerator will do it.
If they have, some of them smart ones that have where they can tell you what's in the fridge or whatever.
such to me.
But your iPad says,
It's good. It's just saying on my cell phone. Now it's marginal. And maybe it's always done that and I haven't paid attention. This is what I always worried about was. And there's nothing wrong with that picture right there during worship. And in fact, you get more people anyway.
Yeah, it kept going from good to marginal. So, and we're at almost a negative 60 on that, so we
Zach.
might raise it. It's good. Like a negative 67 is like at the least you can do on the stream.
Okay. Okay. That may help just even.
But would it make any difference if we got?
See, now it's saying this is marginal. That's interesting. Now it's good. He's raising something, so that's good. I'm not this kind of tech savvy, so sometimes I don't know what he's saying. The good news is it hasn't hit bad. And as long as, and it's on good, it's
Looks like
occasionally.
It's a little higher now. It's like a negative 55.
And even at school, sometimes it buffers just a little. It'll try to, but for the most part, it stays good, and we haven't had any issues.
Well, maybe we've got between all of the stuff.
Yeah, and we'll put it on a watch list to make sure we're not having errors come in, and we can always look at our SNRs on the upstream, because that's how they monitor the health node. We have someone watching it all the time.
That would be
And
good.
if it's already just like a little bit off, and then people join the
Well, this
network.
morning it went down like around 9, or we had one channel that spiked, and it's come back up and it's clean again.
Okay.
So there could still be something, and I'll let the line tech know. 'cause
Okay.
he may not be done. I know he worked here Friday,
Okay,
because we had issues across the road. The guy
Okay.
works at home, and, we went there 3 times before we seen the SNR issues, so.
okay. The good, what does that say?
It still
Good?
says good.
And the good news is this still says good, and I'm telling you, like, as soon as we get in, go live, it's been going bad the last 2 times.
Well, if it does, then we know we got another issue, because we know we've just
Well,
eliminated.
what,
a bunch
you
of
like,
stuff.
you turn on your wireless headset and,
We don't have those up, wireless, with that, if we ever got those, you talking for the musicians?
well,
For-
yeah, anything like that. Anything that could, if it's Bluetooth, they won't really mess up too bad.
Okay.
But if it's like another
Wireless mic
another
or anything.
repeater like
The
that.
only thing that's wireless is,
My mind.
well, no, it's battery ran. Oh,
But it's broadcasting wireless.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's Bluetooth to your speaker, or is it, because if it's Bluetooth, that's.
we have a box up
that's
there,
good.
like sure, it's
Okay.
a Shure mic, and it. Does that, like, all of our microphones are plugged in there,
So-
except for his headset.
So what I need, if I replace, I need to get.
That's the
Bluetooth.
only other thing I can think of that might change with when Sunday, like, because you're gonna have that on, and but
And what if you think about these kids who are on there, but they won't be on our network?
if they're on the guest, it shouldn't hurt
Okay,
that bad.
okay.
And like he said, it's only using a marginal.
10%.
Okay, that's not bad then, okay.
Well, and that's why I hate to say, don't join this network here, because we got all these little guys that they'll go, oh, I can get on.
Here's the deal, it's
Mine won't hurt.
staying good, and ever
Let's just
since
go
we
with
fixed it yesterday, I think it's all right.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll just tell them to set this up, and then should I try it and you start using the camera link? Do you recommend
That works with the same system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would use it.
All right, I have one, and it would just be like on my DSLR.
Yeah, I would try. That system there seems it's all on its own network as long as you can keep people off of it.
Okay, I gotta do that
That'll
today.
just be strictly for your stream.
Okay,
Well, I didn't know that.
People on their cell phones shouldn't be using much upload at all, if any. They should like be using kilobits of,
well, to this day.
unless
thought it
they're
was
watching the
private.
stream, then they're gonna use a little bit more.
And we only do that, well, they're watching it out there on the TV. Is that
Yeah,
different?
they are.
But that's that's why we got it. Is that
It's on
different?
the same. I'd say it's only pulling a little bit on the download. They
Okay.
shouldn't be watching or none upload hardly, and maybe like 5 or 6 on the download.
Okay. The only time that we would watch the stream in here is to
But
make
we
sure
haven't
we're
been
flowing.
having trouble.
No.
So I'm
Do you
thinking-
We've
have,
had that
uh,
run forever.
You had HDMI cords ran everywhere. Is there one from that TV to your sound studio? You could try that HDMI
Mike
out
would know that, I don't
on
know.
that.
Yeah.
But then that would eliminate that stream. But
Okay.
Mike's that guy, I'll ask him.
I remember when they
Oh.
ran all that wire and they had.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good, I'm just gonna leave it here.
Blueprint. That, I did run wire everywhere. At first I